Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm Daniel and today I'm gonna change the fuel pump on my BMW R1150GS. I'm doing this because lately it starts to be quite noisy, and especially on the traffic light when I'm braking, the fuel pump I can hear is making a very loud noise and struggling. Also start noticing that the engine starts running very lean. So I bought some spare parts and let's go to change it. These bikes nowadays have 20 plus years, so you can't have anything forever, and those parts before or after they will fail. So preventive maintenance on a bike like the R1150GS is crucial to have a good and healthy life with these bikes. So keep watching. We have a fuel pump, brand is Kemso. I read good review about. It's with filters, gaskets, even a little fuel hose, and yes, let's see how it's going. I actually forgot, we have another important piece to change. Fuel filter. First of all, we open this cover, and over here we have two connectors. Those are metal connectors now. The original they come with the bike are made by plastic, and I highly recommend you to change as soon as you can, because as I said before, those parts have 20 plus years, so they can fail anytime. Maybe you're doing some simple fix and this fuel connector breaks. The problem is like everything in this BMW world, every single part costs quite a bit of money. So those connectors can cost like 80,000 CAT. Can cost like $80 Australian dollar. So it's a bit expensive, but it's crucial to change as soon as you can. So once we remove the fuel tank, the first things to do is to remove this bolt. Yep. Here we go. So now we have these two fuel lines. Those fuel lines can be swapped regardless, because are just no fuel lines, but are like overflow exit. Overflow, I don't know how to say in English, guys, sorry. If there's too much petrol, they'll come out. Sorry for that. So this is for the injectors. So we remove first the electrical part, then we go with the first. A bit of petrol might spill out. So as you see, what I've done, I basically is to avoid inverting these two lines, I set up the male in this pipe and the female in this one. So there is no chance for me to swap them over. What I can recommend, if you don't have this system, put a label, like a piece of tape, so you know which connector goes with what. Okay. Up. Got a bit wet. So we remove this, remove the electrical connection, remove the two fuel lines, and this just might help. Another very good things to know, be careful to the throttle cable. It's very easy to pop it out like this, and you will have the engine running very, very, very bad, and will give you some headache and at the end you discover something so simple. 1, 2, 3. Here we go. I'm placing here because I'm gonna basically place the fuel tanks upside down. I don't want any spillage. Here we go. So I place something very soft on the table because I don't want to give any scratch to my fuel tank. Now I'm guessing the first thing is to remove all these nuts and everything will come off. Let's get the tools. of course, everything is a mess. Hallelujah. Oops. Okay, this is the fuel pump. This looks okay. Huh. This fuel filter doesn't look original. No, doesn't look at all original. Okay, now it should be fine. And this, I'm sure, my friends, is the original fuel pump. So the bike now has 70,000 kilometers, and I'm sure this is the original fuel pump also, because these clips are the original ones. Doesn't look have been changed. Another thing, guys, it's very important to place the fuel filter on the right direction, whatever filter you're gonna use. If you're not sure, let's try to use a bit of logic. The fuel comes from the pump. It goes over here. You follow this metal pipe. It goes into fuel filter. So there is a primary fuel filter and a secondary fuel filter. And then we'll follow this U shape and go out. And it's gonna go to the engine. So this is where the fuel goes in, and this is where it goes out. My fuel filter says out over here. So yeah, let's go. Let's do it. Let's start with that. I want to start with the fuel filter. The first one, actually. Oof. Yepla. Guys, use some PP in this case. Nobody wants to have some petrol in the eyes. Here we go. Okay. There's all the fuel pump. Look, all this shit goes in the fuel tank. That's no good. That's not good at all. Fucking hell. Place some oil here. Fantastic. We are almost there. Dale. 3. 2. 3, 5, and 6. All right. Yes. Second, this one, this, 2, 1, 2, crossing fingers. All right. Already feeling a different sound. Let's see how this fuel pump goes, if change something on the bike performance. I'm not expecting performance, but at least you know, a better response or a smoothness. Wow. Guys, definitely a bike pulls better. It's like with a very little throttle, the bike goes. Last time the fuel filter has been changed was in 2018, so 8 years ago, and assume the fuel pump never been changed in 2003, 2002, in 23 years, so I think it was a good choice to change. I'm unsure about the brand, but the review were positive. I don't want to recommend, I can't not recommend it. Maybe in a near time we can talk about how does it go. I'm not sponsored by any brand, but even if I had to be honest with you, Kemso didn't pay me, was the right price, it was offering the fuel filter and the gaskets included, so, and it does the job. In 1 year's time, maybe let's do a review and see if I ever had any problem. I'm gonna keep the old fuel pump just for spare. I need to study a way that I can maybe clean inside, and so it's ready to go whenever I need. Maybe if I do a long trip, I can carry with me. Any knocking, so definitely changing the fuel pump and the filters, the pre-filter and the main filter, fix that problem. So this is the first ride. I'll update you maybe in the next few videos, but until now seems alright, my friends.